Rhodes is a very special destination. It's the largest of the Greek islands. Welcome to GlobeTrotter. I'm Jon Haggins. I'm here on the island of Rhodes, and this is an incredible aerial view of the island and the incredible peaks, the mountains, the beautiful sky, the beautiful city, the beautiful people, the great food. You're gonna love it. I just met the most incredible person, Mary Anna, and she is our guide for the day, and she's showing us Rhodes. Rhodes is an incredible island. Talk about this point where we are today.
This hill over here, it's called Philerimos, and from over here you can see we can have a nice panoramic view of the island.
Unbelievable. I mean, this aerial view is so, and the mountains you can see forever.
The old town of Rhodes has been declared by UNESCO as a monument of all cultural heritage. So we have many archaeological sites, not only the old town, but the other three ancient cities that were built over here. And we also have nice beaches.
Oh, the beaches are incredible. They stretch forever. But to talk about the old town, it's probably one of the largest I've ever seen. The wall just stretches forever. But the people within the walls of the old town are, you know, they have shops, they have restaurants.
Over here is the Acropolis of the Alisos. That's one of the three ancient cities. And we have ruins and buildings from different periods. Here you can see ruins from the temple of the goddess Athena. It's from the 3rd century BC. And later on, at the same spot, an early Christian church was built. There is the mosaic from the early Christian floor and also the baptistry from this early Christian church. And the Knights of St. John, when they came over here, they built the church that you see behind me. You can see the Maltese cross in front of the church. So it dates back in the 14th, 15th century. The Italians built cells for the monks because there were monks living here until the Second World War. But now there are no monks. It's a beautiful site, and you can feel the energy over here, the spiritual energy. So we have this continuation from the temple to a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena to a church dedicated to Virgin Mary. Coming over here, you can feel this spiritual energy. That's why they built the temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. And the continuation is the church dedicated to Virgin Mary.
Now, what's in this?
That's a liquor made out of herbs, like oregano, rosemary, thymian, absinthe.
And this is special from the island?
Special from this mountain, from this area of the island.
Oh.
You cannot find it anywhere else, only up here. It used to be here by the monks long time ago, and we keep the traditional to fix it and sell it only up here.
Well, I feel very special and honored.
Yes, you do.
Thank you. Down the hatch. Wow.
All the best.
So, you know, Rhodes Island is at the crossroad between the Christian and the Muslim world. So this is why the Knights chose to settle down on this island in 1309. And they stayed until the Turks made them go away. That was in 1552, and they went to Malta. So they still exist as an order, the Knights of Malta. So the old town of Rhodes is a monument under the protection of UNESCO. So that means that we're trying to preserve as close to the original as possible. So even though that people live inside these houses and they are the owners of the houses, are not allowed to do just whatever they want. So the archaeologists keep their offices in the Street of the Knights, and they keep an eye on the people. So for any changes they want to make, even to their own house, they need to ask indications from them, what they are allowed to change and what not. So the Street of the Knights, for example, is one of the best preserved medieval streets of the world, and many movies are filmed there because it's a complete scenery. The island was famous since ancient times because of a great statue that was made here, the Colossus of Rhodes. It was a statue of sun god Helios, 100 feet high, 32 meters high, made of bronze. And it was made to say thank you to the local god, sun god Helios. Colossus stood for 66 years. It was most probably somewhere at this part of the city of Rhodes, and it was a lighthouse for the day and the night. It was made of bronze. Colossus was destroyed by an earthquake. It was an earthquake that destroyed many of the houses of the city of Rhodes and the statue as well. It made its knees to crack, so it fell down and broke into smaller pieces. Until the 7th century AD, the pieces of Colossus was just lying on earth, and it was still a touristic attraction. People would come to see what was left of this gigantic statue. Until the Arabs of Moavia in the 7th century AD attacked the island and stole many things, and they took all of the pieces of Colossus and took them to Asia Minor. So over there they sold it as crude metals, bronze. It was a valuable metal in those days. So now we haven't found anything of the statue. We still know that it's really existed, it's not a legend. So we found written sources of ancient travelers that describe Colossus and its position as well. And also historians are talking about the statue. Today it's considered to be one of the 7 wonders of ancient times because it was so huge. So the Grand Master's Palace is the building that we have on our back, and it was the residence of the leader of the knights, the Grand Master, along with many other knights. There was about 600, all of them. They were monks and soldiers at the same time.
The Grand Master Palace is enormous. I can't imagine living in such a grand space, but now it's open as a museum and features a mosaic floor, statues, friezes, grand rooms. The courtyard is lined with statues.
So one of the movies that you're most probably familiar with is the Guns of Navarone that was filmed here in 1962 with Gregory Peck, Anthony Quinn. So it's the only medieval town of the world where you find the walls complete. They didn't have to restore any part of it. It was there for them almost like new. The knights had a smart way how to protect their city. They built a moat that goes all around the city, and all around the Grand Master's Palace there are 2 extra sets of moats for even better protection. So one of the beautiful spots you might want to visit is the hospital that the Knights of St. John built. It's a beautiful building, and today we use it as an archaeological museum. They've made many excavations on the island at the different ancient cities, Alisos, Camiros, Lindos, and the city of Rhodes, and they found beautiful statues, jewelry, ancient ceramics, and they're all kept in the archaeological museum.
The Archaeological Museum is a must-stop when visiting Rhodes. It's filled with lots of treasures such as jewelry, ceramics, statues, a mosaic floor, bust, ceramics, pottery, and a sunny open courtyard with more statues and busts.
Από παιδί τους μάγευε, τους άντρες η ομορφιά της, παίρνους από τη γειτονιά, με τα άλλα τα κορίτσια, αγόρια της φυρίζανε, κι αυτή έκανε.
The waterfront is a fisherman's paradise and a cruise ship port. Fishermen come in with the freshest catch of the day. Greeks are also known for sponges. The Mediterranean Hotel is 2 steps from the beach and very close to the old town.
Welcome to Rhodes. My name is George Barbutas, and I am the Director of Marketing and Public Relations of two outstanding hotels. One is the Rhodes Palace Hotel and Convention Center, as well as the Mediterranean Hotel, both located on the island of Rhodes. Hotel Mediterranean, which is the hotel that we are right now, is an outstanding boutique hotel, which is in front of the beach. Hotel Mediterranean, due to its outstanding location, has the opportunity to be open, let's say, 12 months per year. According to guest comments, one of our strongest assets is our personnel, who, among other skills, they speak various languages. English is one of them. The Mediterranean Hotel has various facilities, such as a gastronomical restaurant which is called Thalassa. There is a bar, also a meeting room for 200 people, 240 rooms in various sizes and with various views, and suites as well, and public areas, and also an outdoor pool.
Μου λείπει ένα βλέμμα σου, μου λείπει ένα βλέμμα σου, μια